Hey, how's it going, guys? And welcome back to another Stock Kings YouTube video. And today we'll be going over Senseonics Holdings Inc., ticker symbol SENS. Now we're going to be going over some new information regarding Senseonics 100-day Eversense glucose monitoring system for that to get FDA approved in the United States. We're also going to be going over some technical analysis as well as some price targets where I think you guys could take some partial price profits as well as some entry points so you guys know when to get into this stock as well. But before we get into any of that, if you guys enjoy this content, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you know whenever we come out with a new video. Thank you guys so much for the support on this channel. I really do appreciate it. And also I have my Instagram link down below if you would be interested in following that. I post new details about this channel daily, so if you want to learn more about this channel and what's going on with it, please drop a follow on that as well. But getting right into this video, we're here on the daily chart on TradingView for Senseonics. And if you're wondering where these support and resistance lines, why they are where they are, you will have to go check out my last Senseonics video where I go over the placement of all of these support and resistance lines if you guys are confused on that. But in recent price action, we have a pretty big rundown coming all the way down below 190 into about 188. So if you caught any shares in this range, you are looking pretty good. We then come back up, cross above our support line, cross above the 50 EMA, and then we come up to our resistance here at 339, 338. And then we come back down, reject off of this 50 EMA, and it looks like on Friday we have a pretty big run up to retest this resistance here at the 338 resistance line that we have, and then pre-market is looking to start at the same ending price as of Friday. Friday we were up around 10% on this stock. Okay, guys, and let's go over an article discussing this FDA approval dates and kind of what we can kind of expect for Senseonics and this Eversense glucose monitoring system moving forward. Also, I wanted to point out that with this system, the 90-day has already been approved in the United States and the 180-day has already been approved in Europe. And now, because of that reason, because they already have FDA approvals in the United States for that 90-day, people are expecting this 180-day to go through rather quickly because the FDA is kind of used to Senseonics and they know what they are getting. However, there is a lot of issues with the FDA right now. A lot of stuff is getting pushed back, and we're going to be going over that in this article. We have right here that Senseonics plans to roll out its new long-term diabetes sensor implant will be pushed to the middle of next year as FDA reviewers continue to be swamped by product submissions aimed at the uh, pandemic. So there is a big issue with the FDA right now, and they are just getting tons and tons of product submissions because of the pandemic and what's going on. So all this technology for that reason is getting thrown into the FDA that they have to review. So a lot of products are getting pushed back, and they are expecting it to get pushed back to the middle of next year, which is very tough for Senseonics. The upcoming version of Senseonics Eversense continuous glucose monitoring system, a smartphone connected device first approved in June 2018 that's inserted completely under the skin, aims to double its lifespan from 90 days to 6 months. But the company has received word from the FDA to expect delays of at least 2 months for its application, while the agency tasks its staff with emergency reviews of pandemic tests, and other medical devices, it said. So yes, obviously the FDA is getting swamped with a lot of new medical devices for pandemic reasons. And that will definitely push back Senseonics' FDA review for their 180-day glucose monitoring system, but we can still expect it to be in 2021. It says here, the setback matches what Senseonics has heard from other medtech developers currently trying to get their products reviewed. The company said, noting that there's still potential for the FDA to reach an approval decision before the end of 2021's second quarter. So that is kind of the date that you need to keep an eye on, mark your calendar, is around the 2021 end of the second quarter for this FDA approval for their 180-day. Earlier this year, the head of the FDA's Device Center, Jeff Shuren, described a tsunami of product applications from companies hoping to join the fight against the pandemic, including over 1,200 submissions for diagnostic tests, ventilators, digital tech, and more by early October, which has begun to slow the agency's work on other diseases. So we still know that Senseonics does have their 180-day FDA approval for Europe, and they have a new distributor, which is discussed here. They say after that, Essentia will pick up the torch following a deal announced this past August, which also includes Senseonics securing up to $80 million in new agreements to finance the international push. The new distribution rights are expected to last through 2025. So our previous distributor was Roche. However, they have given up the rights for the European distribution to Essentia, who will now have it through 2025. And now that Senseonics has this FDA approval for the 100-day, or not, the European approval for their 180-day Eversense technology, they are expecting $80 million in new agreements. So that will be a huge amount of revenue for their international markets, and Essentia will um, be distributing for them through 2025. So that is also very important to know. We also have down here, assuming that all goes well, the company expects international revenue to account for more than half of its 2021 haul. But the U.S. also represents a substantial growth opportunity for Senseonics and Essentia. Good now said, and Senseonics recently got some good news in that department. Eversense will be included in Category 3 CPT codes in Medicare's 2021 physician fee schedule, setting payment rates for the device and procedure across the U.S. The change will improve access to Eversense for Medicare patients who are uniquely suited to benefit from the features of the system. Good now said. So we are expecting a lot of revenue for this 100-day approval in Europe, and that is the majority of revenue that Senseonics is expecting to receive. However, going into 2021, when we can expect this 180-day to be approved in Q2 of 2021, that will be very, very bullish for this stock in Senseonics. And as of right now, going back to the chart, we are still trading well below all-time highs on this stock. All-time highs pushing, 550, 560, and we are now currently trading at 327, 328. So this could potentially be a great time to get in on this stock. Moving forward, let's go over some of these price targets that I have set up for you guys. So here on the long term, obviously we will be expecting price to come up in break the resistance at 337, 338. Once we get a break of the resistance with strong confirmations candle closes above this area, that is your entry point. You will then be taking partial profits at 373, the next resistance. We then have our next resistance here at 438, which is your next partial profit, and then 557 is the next partial profit as well. Now, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence on these trades. So there is no price action above this area. So how much you leave of your position after this price target is hit is totally up to you. So be very careful as well. We do not know how high this stock can go. So just be wary of that moving forward. For these more short-term trades, we definitely have a large candle candle wick to fill here, but we are trading well above the 250 EMA still. So I would like to see this come up and fill this wick and get a nice break above 337, to which we can take up to 373. We then have some resistance in this area based on previous price action here at 393. So I would be taking partial profits here at 373, 393, and 438. Just to kind of show you guys what I'm thinking here, I'll kind of graph this out for you guys. So once we get a nice break, anything a good candle close above this wick here would be a good confirmation for me, with stops just below this area. And again, not a lot of recent price action in this area, so be very careful. Make sure you're getting those good confirmations, and your price target is the 373. But once we get a break of this price target, we will be taking a partial profit, reducing our position, and moving up to 393. Price will then be here at 373. And again, we are trailing our stop loss based on either a percentage or candle structure. It's totally up to you. This is just kind of a random kind of stop loss, as there is no price action and I am not in a position. This is just pretend. But moving up to our next price target, we are here at 438, and then price would be here. So you're taking a partial profit here at 394, moving your next price target to 440. And then again, you are trailing your stop loss to make sure you are reducing your risk and making sure that you are not taken out of this position at a loss. But I think that is all the information I had for you guys today on Senseonics, ticker symbol SENS. If you found value in this video, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications so you know whenever we come out with a new video. And I also have my Instagram linked down below if you would be interested in following that as well. But as always, guys, get some gains in the market today. Have a great one, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.